Hi, welcome back. I'm Jasmine, part of Jasmine's Eternal Circle. Today I'm going to be talking about portals. Never thought you'd hear me talk about portals, would you? So, portals are doorways, essentially. Just like that door there, opens and closes. The thing that we need to keep in mind is that sometimes random portals will occur. It just happens. Other times, sometimes we make portals, we make doorways in order to go through, even for astral meditation or even for meditation purposes too. The one thing that we need to realize is that portals, if left open, can have an effect. So having those portals left open is kind of like leaving your front door open. Okay, you don't know who's going to come right through the front door, obviously. You don't know if they're going to be good, bad, what their intentions are, if they're going to come steal your stuff. But the one thing that needs to be taught, which seems to not be taught, is to close the said portal. Okay? So energetically, we can make a portal. Okay? By using energy, we can move around that energy and create a doorway. All right? We can open something with just energy. All right? And that creates almost like a wormhole. Now, when we use energy to make a doorway, we need to focus our intent as to where it needs to go. Even with focusing our intent, each dimension will always have a counterpart that is not good. So even if, say, you're dealing with the Fey world, there's counterparts that are not good. If we're dealing with, say, extraterrestrial beings, there are counterparts that aren't good. You're dealing with dragons, there are counterparts to dragons that aren't good. All right? We have to keep that in mind. So every time we open up a doorway, we need to make sure that we can energetically close it. Now remember, when we open up a doorway, we're using the energy in one way. Okay? And usually we use that in a clockwise way to open doorways. Just the way it is. Okay? And we need to remember that when we shut a doorway, we go counterclockwise. All right? Sometimes using a finger snap will help with making sure that the doorway is sealed with the intent that you see and visualize and hear that that doorway is shut and can no longer be opened. Now, I've had some instances where I've stepped into some homes and there has been portals. Some portals have been sent, some portals are just naturally occurring. So how do you know which one has been sent, which one is naturally occurring? A natural portal is almost as if the energy is stagnant, especially when it's not been worked with. Sometimes these portals are what I call energy suckers. They suck energy. Okay? They take on negative energy. They're like a garbage chute. All right? Those ones are all right. They're okay to facilitate such things as taking on the negative energy or negative spaces. They do need to be cleaned once in a while. So cleansing them, or using vibrational cleansing can help cleanse those, or even energetic cleansing. You can shut it down. It doesn't need to be there. You can reopen it as long as you have the intent that that portal is a garbage chute. Okay? It is a chute for negative energy to go. And that chute of negative energy would lead to a place where it's either going to be a negative space where there's nothing that exists, so either up into the others in the universe or down into the ground. Okay? Other portals that have been sent will have almost like a name tag. Okay? A name tag associated with the person who sent it. There is a slight energy vibration that kind of feels a little bit different than, say, if you were to open a portal. When you open a portal, your energy kind of sticks to that portal when you open it. When someone else sends a portal, their energy likewise sticks to that portal. And you can follow that connection from that portal that they sent and follow that connection all the way back to them. You can retrace it. It is no different than searching for a connection that is on you physically, aurically, okay? Physical auric, you know what I mean. There's no difference. So we search our body for auric connections that aren't meant to be there or supposed to be there. And we unplug those connections and we send it back. The portal that has been sent, there's no difference. We close, that first rule, we close the said portal. Okay? Finger snap, whatever you need to do. Okay? And with intent, we will take that energetic portal and that connection and we will push it back to the said sender, because that is their energy and that is their creating. And then what you're going to do after, you are going to do a block. You are going to do a containment energy. So putting up a block around that person that has sent that portal. Right? So that way, that ensures that no other portals can be and will be sent by that person. Now, there are some portals that people will make just to be nasty. They can send a portal that is full of energies that are not that great, entities that are not that great. What you need to do is you need to clean your home. Clean your home and make sure that if there was anything that came through that portal will be brought out of your home, out of your space. If you don't know how to do that, maybe I should make another video on that one. So usually you'd want to clear your home afterwards anyways, just to make sure that it is only your energy and your energy of your house is cleansed, or your home or your abode, whatever have you. Okay, so you're making sure that your energy is clean and it's back to the way that it should be. Okay. Now some people will be like, oh, well, my house is protected, like blah blah blah. Yes, your house can be protected. My house is protected, okay? But still, there are some weaselly rascals out there that can still pop in through. And that only means that you need to amp your protection on your home, on your abode. Alright, so that just gives you the signal of, well, hey, I guess it's time to amp up the fields again. Alright? Now, when we go astral traveling, or meditating, what have you, I say it's the same thing because you're seeing through your own eyes as you astral travel and meditate. Okay? At least that's the experience for me. When we do that, right, if you look back to my meditation videos, or if you look back at, say, some other meditation videos, they will take you to a space that is a neutral space, and they will show you a doorway. Okay, or they'll just make a door and be like, step to the door. That in itself is a portal door. Okay, and each time that you meditate and use a door, you shut the door behind you before leaving to go journeying wherever you're journeying. Okay, that ensures that nothing goes back into your negative space or your neutral space or whatever, what have you, neutral space. Just make sure that nothing comes back in while you're out traveling. So you shut the door before you go gallivanting about. And then when you come back through that same door, should be the same door. I don't care, it should be the same door. Once we get through multiple doorways, then it gets trickier, especially for people that are beginning. So once we get through that same door, we shut the door as soon as we come back in to our neutral space to make sure that nothing comes back in with us. All right. These are ways of protecting ourselves when we come back to the mundane, so that way we're not bringing forth anything from those realms or wherever we have traveled. All right. It doesn't matter if it's an angelic realm. It doesn't matter if it is a fairy realm. It doesn't matter if it's a fluffy bunny realm. I don't care. Close the freaking door. Okay? And for those who just like to make portals all willy-nilly because it's cool, stop it. Please stop. Just stop. I know it's fun to open portals. I should know. But ultimately, those portals will lead to different places, and that's just saying, come on in. Come into my space. Let's give this a try. Why don't we? You want to be friends? I'll be friends with you. Mr. Hairy Entity, Mr. Oil Slick Entity. Yeah, sure, let's be friends. Don't. Please just close them. If you're going to be responsible enough to open a door, be responsible enough to close said door. I cannot stress this enough. I just can't. All right? Some people are out there doing chaotic things just by opening doors, just because they can. And it's very frustrating for me when I see that, because I'm there going, oh, there's a doorway that shouldn't be there, and I close it. It's very irritating to me, because that brings in a level of chaos that we already have enough chaos going on right now. Okay? And I'm not trying to be a light bringer of, oh, fluffy bunny love, blah, blah, blah. No. Okay? I know the difference between someone opening a portal because they can and a natural portal. Okay? Even some natural portals do need to be closed, because some of those portals do not lead to good places. All right? And when you are making a portal, I will not stress this enough, intent. Okay? It's the intent of where you are going, all right? And stick to that portal. Don't just make a portal and be like, let's go step through it. Okay, that's one surefire way of communing with something that you don't want to be communing with, or you are not ready to commune with, all right? Take it from my experience, okay? Young, dumb, was a teenager once, right? So please have the intent of where you are going on your journey, where you are going with that portal, okay? And if you are making those negative energy sucker portals, make sure that you're either having that energy line going all the way down to the ground, or out into the universe, into the ethers divinely, okay? That is an empty, neutral space. The earth, probably a better source for you to let the earth take care of that, just because a portal sucker is more of a gravitational pull, right? So it's pulling down. So if you're going to make a negative energy sucker, you're better off putting that kind of down into the ground and letting it pull down, okay? And when you go to make those type of portals, you make them at floor level. You don't make them in the ceiling. Don't make a gravitational pull sucker on the ceiling. Yeah, I don't know how to tell you that. Like, I think you might understand that gravitational pull, and you're down here. Yeah, no, because then it's pulling all the stuff that you need off of you, perhaps on a different level, instead of pulling it off you from this level, which can discombobulate your energy, right? We're used to being able to ground out that negativity, not send it up and out. For most of us, okay? For most of us. There's some of us that can take that negativity and be able to shoot it out and up. And then there's most of us that can be able to just ground it out. All right. So if you're going to start off making a gravitational sucker for negativity, make it at floor level. Don't make it up on the ceiling unless that's how you operate. I really don't condone that. Not until you know how to take energy and negative energy and be able to throw it out into the universe and how to dispose of that properly. So that's one lesson I can give you on those type of portals. Like I said, if you think something has been sent portal wise, you just try to sense out a connection there. There's always going to be that lingering kind of human connection, that human vibe. There's always an emotion attached to those type of portals, and you can follow it back. You can backtrace that portal line to the person who sent it. Okay, just very much like tracing a connection that isn't yours or isn't familiar to you and backtracing that connection to somebody else. Okay, you just want to do the same thing. But I think that pretty much covers it for portal talk. I mean, if there's any questions about portals, I'm more than happy to try to explain that the best way that I can. I've been working with portals since I was a teenager, opening and closing. So I know quite a bit about the doorway stuff. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this. At least had maybe a couple giggles here and there, but I hope that this was kind of informative. Cheers for now.